Good morning. Welcome to the Easter Seals Ontario Telethon. I'm Brent Bambry from CBC Radio's Day 6. Since 1922, that is 96 years, Easter Seals has been helping children with physical disabilities and their families. For the past 36 years, the Easter Seals Telethon has been sharing the stories of these kids. And we are back on CBC television until 4 o'clock today to show you who we are, what we do, and to help you meet some of these great kids. Joining me now is CTV Toronto news anchor Michelle Dubé.
Thank you, Brent. It is so great to be back here on this year's telethon. Joining me now are two very important people. Kevin Kelly, treasurer of the board, and Kevin Collins, president and CEO of Easter Seals Ontario. They're really going to give us an idea of why we're doing this today, why we need your help. Let's start with Kevin Kelly. Tell us a little bit about Easter Seals and what it is that you do.
Thank you so much, Michelle. And as you heard at the beginning, Easter Seals has been in existence for 96 years now. So that's pretty exciting in and itself. And when you think about starting to plan for your 100-year anniversary in 2022, that's even more exciting. So today is about raising money for youth and children up to the age of 19 that have physical disabilities. We have two major programs. We do a lot of things, but a couple of our major programs really relate to financial assistance and our summer camps. You're going to hear a lot about our summer camps today. It's an amazing opportunity. And from a family assistance perspective, raising money for families to buy equipment like wheelchairs and walkers, really allowing these folks to become more independent at home, more independent at school, and in their communities as well.
We heard Brent earlier, 96 years Easter Seals has been around. What are the main goals for Easter Seals 2018?
Yeah, and let me go back to our camps. And investing in camps is important, whether it's replacing aging and obsolete equipment, whether it's improving that experience for those campers, allowing them to be kids again, allowing them to come to camp and feel that freedom, make new friends, and enjoy that summer experience. But I think what you also hear from the parents today is it's an amazing week for them to have some freedom as well.
Well, Easter Seals is all about giving kids with physical disabilities the chance to be unstoppable. An emphasis on the able at the end of unstoppable there. What does that mean?
Well, Michelle, it's basically these kids have incredible potential. And through the support of our sponsors, our donors, we're able to provide them, as Kevin has indicated, with the proper equipment to allow them to be unstoppable, to give them the opportunity to be out in the community, to go to school, to learn their life skills, and become independent. And so it's so important that by coming together in days like today that we can raise these funds to make sure that we can continue to drive that unstoppable message for many, many kids.
So people are going to be giving money today. They're going to be reaching into their wallets. Everybody works hard for their dollar. How does Easter Seals help?
As we've talked about through financial assistance for wheelchairs, walkers, ramps, van conversions, we offer scholarships so these kids can go on to post-secondary and become, follow the dreams and goals that they have to be independent and live life to the best of their ability. And as Kevin talked about, our summer camps. I mean, camp is where it starts for a lot of these kids. They learn their life skills, they meet friends, they're able to talk to folks who are facing some of the same challenges they do on a day-to-day basis. So it really opens up their ability to be kids.
Kevin and Kevin, thank you so much for being here today, putting this all in perspective. Brent, we'll throw it back to you.
Thank you, Michelle. The best day of a parent's life is the day their child is born, but complications during birth can change everyone's lives forever. This is Sebastian's story.
He's really happy. He loves chocolate and ice cream, and he likes dogs. I found out that he told his teacher at school that he has a dog. So I think he's, we talked to him about getting a dog eventually, but he's kind of trying to speed up the process. He just started, he has a communication book now, and that has really opened up a lot of us understanding him and his wants and his needs, and he's got a sense of humor. He jokes around with us, you know, tries to trick us with his book and with his eyes. You know, he has a real clear yes and no, so that's really helped us get to know his personality, and he loves people. He likes to be the center of attention. He has a lot of fun with his younger sister, and he's got some great cousins that he's really close to. And I mean, he pretty much wants to do what everybody else is doing, so we try to provide that environment. You know, we always include him in everything. It's like a walker gait trainer, so it would give Sebastian enough support in the chest area and with his arms, and so he could walk around independently, kick a soccer ball. We could put the brakes on, and he could do art on his art easel, or you know, different activities without us holding him up, because before we would hold him up and his legs would walk, but his upper body is not strong enough on his own. We accept that Sebastian has a disability, and we continue living our life, and you know, we just want him to be healthy and safe and happy and engaged and included. I always try to encourage people to donate to Easter Seals, because the money goes directly to the people and the families that need it. Easter Seals helps kids be independent and supports families so that there's not that financial stress with making sure they can get their child what they need.
I'm Diane Clemens. Joining me now are Angela Pisani and her son, Francesco. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So Angela, tell us about Francesco's disability and the types of equipment he needs.
Well, when Francesco was born, he was born prematurely, and they diagnosed him with cerebral palsy. And so the doctors told me that we have to watch him as he grows. He might not meet his developmental goals. So as he was growing, he wasn't walking, he wasn't standing. And so I left my job so I can take care of him. And he had a lot of physical appointments, physiotherapy, occupational therapy growing up. And then when he was about 4 years old, he lost his speech, he stopped talking, and he was diagnosed with autism as well.
Wow. So tell me, Angela, how did you first hear about Easter Seals, and what have they done for Francesco?
Well, as he was growing, when he got to the age around 5 or 6, he needed special equipment. So right now he's in his wheelchair. And a social worker told me about Easter Seals and saying that they can help families purchase equipment. So when I approached Easter Seals, Francesco needed a communication device. And because of Easter Seals, they're helping me pay for his communication device. And also, to another piece of equipment they helped me get was a Hoyer lift. Francesco, he's getting heavy, so I have to take him out of his wheelchair and put him in his bed, and they helped me get a machine that helps me lift him.
Wow.
And also another piece of equipment they did help me get was a ramp for our minivan. So I can wheel him into the minivan. Easter Seals help us pay for it.
Beautiful. So
Yeah.
what changes have you seen in Francesco since receiving his new equipment?
Well, the best change I've seen in him was with his communication device. Because of this, he got his voice back. And as a parent, it's very stressful as it is to raise a child with disability, but to know he has a voice and he can tell me what he wants,
That's right.
where he wants to go.
Absolutely.
It gives me a peace of mind and for the future as well. And also too, physically, it helps us with all his devices that Easter Seals help us obtain.
That's beautiful. So, Francesco, can you tell me, is there anything that you would like to say to everyone that's watching the telethon today? Is there anything you would like to say to them?
Hello. Hello.
Can you say thank you, Mama? Say thank you to everybody.
Thank you for helping me and my family. Please donate to Easter Seals.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Angela. Thank you, Francesco.
Thank you.
So I would like to welcome my good friend Kevin Frankish from Cities TV Breakfast Television. Kevin, over to you, my friend.
Oh, the lovely, lovely Diane Clemens. Thank you so much. It's so quiet in here. Holy cow, we got to do this for 6 hours, folks. Let's get some excitement building, shall we? Don't worry, my friend, you all set? You all set? Pinball's here, Natalie's here, Patricia's here. The phones aren't ringing yet. And you know what we're going to do today? We're going to help kids. And that's where you say be kids. So we're going to help kids. Be kids. We're going to help kids. That's what we're going to do today. So let's get you going, and we want to get these phones ringing. Now, before you call, I'm going to show you how you can double your money right now. Don't call. Someone's calling. Don't call yet. Just 1 second, because I'm going to show you how you can double your money. Daniel Holmes, Senior Managing Director from Colliers International. Colliers is back again this year. Let's hear for Colliers. And we are going to do the corporate match. And basically, why don't you explain a little bit about the corporate match to us?
Yeah, thank you, Kevin. This is our 4th year, so we're thrilled to be back. The corporate match, somebody donates 50, Colliers matches it, and we're at 100.
Just like that, you can double your money, and all we have to do is, you have 5 minutes to do that. You have 5 minutes only to double your money. So let's get the phones ringing in 3, 2, 1. Get the clock going. We now have 5 minutes, and Colliers will double your money. Oh, it is going to be a fabulous morning, but we only are here for 6 hours. We need your help now, not later. Over to you, and good morning, Mike.
Oh, Kevin! Hey, did you hear? Colliers is gonna double your money right now.
I heard the guy on TV just say that.
Okay, listen. When you ring the phone, like my phone lights up right here, like this blue one means that's a call. And now, like $100 becomes $200. It's actually like my phone's lighting up twice. So please, light me up. Toronto, 416-205-3300. And around Ontario, 866-997-5799. Natalie Johnson, good morning from CTV News.
Good morning, Pinball, and thank you for being here with us. Thanks to all of you for tuning in on this beautiful Sunday. Every time one of these phones ring, it really is music to our ears because we know that you are calling in to help Easter Seals families in need. For 96 years now, Easter Seals has been helping kids with physical disabilities, and already we've got one of our first callers, Rita Tamanieri from Toronto. Oh, and another one being handed to me right now. We have Kathy Starr from Orangeville. Thank you so much. We want to hear from you. Over to you, Patricia Jaggernaut from CB24.
Hey, good morning, Natalie. Good morning, Toronto. Good morning, Ontario. Yes, I'm Patricia Jaggernaut from CB24, Toronto's breaking news, but we are not going to be breaking hearts today. I know I deliver that forecast, that's cold, but I did it on purpose to keep you inside so you could pick up those phones and give us a call. We were all just talking to each other. Now I can't even talk to my friends at Colliers because the phones are ringing, and that's what we want. We want to send kids to camps. It's Easter Seals Ontario, Kevin.
You know what? I just jumped on a phone just a second ago. Barb Scott. Hi, Barb. How are you? Barb Scott just donated $200, and that becomes
400
for the next 3 minutes. Call right now. The numbers are on your screen. Well, here, I'm going to give you those ones to read. Now, it doesn't matter where you are, whether you're in the greater Toronto, Hamilton area, whether you're in Ottawa, Windsor, Sudbury, wherever. Give us a call right now. The money stays in your community. What do you have there?
Thank you, Kenneth, for the $100, making it 200.
And?
We got Donna for another 100, making it 200.
Look at that. We had $400 just like that in 2 donations. Thank you. Mike.
My goodness, they got me working hard over here. I had all my phones. Look here. Thank you. All the phones are dialing. But listen, I just ran out. I got some more phones. They're in the back room. So you can keep calling. You don't have to worry. You won't get a busy signal. Just like Doug Ward. Doug, thank you so much for your donation. $1,500, $1,500 becomes $3,000. Elizabeth Leslie, we want to thank you so much for your donation of $200. $200 now becomes $400. We're so excited. Natalie, over to you.
Thanks so much, Pinball. We know that Easter Seals kids are determined, and with your help, they can become independent. Easter Seals does not receive any government funding. It relies solely on your generosity. People like Michelle Collier from North York. If you live in the GTA, we want to hear from you. This is the time to call. The numbers are right there on your screen. Let's hear those phones ring. Over to you, Patricia.
Natalie, the phones are lighting up. I got donations in my hand, and my friends, look at this. All the way down this aisle, donations are coming in. How was that call?
It was great.
Great, right? And it looks like we got $100 out of it. So Colliers, you're going to double that, right? And we want to thank Joanne from Islington Avenue in Toronto, Ontario. We got also another friend from Oakville, Mr. Albertine, $200 to Colliers. You're going to double that, right? Another $50 from Haley Evans from Toronto, Ontario. And I got to tell you, we got, what is that? Is that $1,000? Is that $1,000?
It is.
We have $1,000 right here. Colliers, what are they going to do? Kevin, what are they going to do?
1 minute, 1 minute
They're
to
gonna
get
double
in.
the money, right?
1 minute to get in on it. 1 minute to get in on doubling your money from Colliers. Okay, what do you have? What do you have there?
We got Donna with $100.
All right, so let's move around. Let's pick up some more.
We got Alex Wachowski for $100. Thank you.
All right, I saw one was finished. Was there one to finish over here? Here we go. Holy, you got a whole pile.
We got Brittany Marcells for $200.
$20. We appreciate Brittany, but I don't want to rip off Brittany. Okay, please give those numbers a call right now because we just want to help kids. We want to help kids. We'll get this down by 4 o'clock. Mike.
All right. So, Kevin, listen, we've got the phone ringing, and we're doing a great job, but we still have do we have a couple of seconds in the W? We still have a couple of seconds. Get your call in now. If it just expired, I think, will you, if they still call in the next minute, will you match it? If they're on the phone.
Absolutely.
So call now. You still can call. And can we have a couple of donations here?
We do. We have a donation from Mary Hayward in Oakville of $50. And we have a donation from Allison Morse of $100.
Thank you so much. Any amount helps. Please go over, pick up the phone, dial. Colliers will match you. Natalie, over to you.
Thanks so much. We talk about Easter Seals kids being unstoppable, unstop-able, because they are able to do everything that other kids can, especially with the help of Easter Seals, which relies on your generosity. We want to say thank you to Mario Tomei from Pickering. Look at this, we've got another one. Sandra Mary was just on the phone from Courtice, Ontario, all over the province, all over the country, or beyond. If you're watching us now, give us a call toll-free. Over to you, Patricia.
Thank you, Natalie. And while waiting for that throw over to us, my friends here from Colliers, by the way, what's your name?
I'm Mark Kirschenbaum.
And you've been here a few times.
That I have.
Yes, you have. I recognize that face. Who wouldn't, right? Of course, that's why you got these donations. So what do you got in your hands?
Thank you, Melina Gallant, for the $20 donation, and David McKean for the $200 donation.
That's how you do it. And first timer here, what's your name?
I'm Brent McKean.
Nice to meet you, Brent. What you got in your hand there?
So Patricia from Maple, Toronto, $100.
100. Wow. So Colliers going to double that, and then?
And Sandy Hutchinson from Toronto as well, another $50.
So from Toronto, another 50. That's $100, Colliers. You're just warming our hearts. Kevin, over to you.
And I think this is absolutely wonderful. $100 in memory of her dad, Harry Manzik. So Stephanie Manzik, thank you so much for that. That they got in under the wire, so that becomes $200. There is so much that your money can do, but it can only do it once you are able to donate it. Whether it's $20, $50, $100, whatever you can afford. You can also split it up into monthly installments. So if you want to do $10 a month, that becomes $120 that you have donated right there. So please give the number a call on your screen. You can go online, easterseals.org, and remember that money is for your community. We're talking to you, Windsor. We're talking to you this morning. Mike.
Kevin, you're right, absolutely right. We do love our monthly donors, and so you can be a monthly donor as well. You know, 45% of Easter Seals families made under $40,000 last year, and so your help goes a long way. We want to thank Laura LaCava. Laura, thank you for your donation of $100 from Brampton. Do you have anything? Do you have any, like your phone's not ringing?
I know.
Hey, what? Can you make it ring? No, only you can make it ring. You have to call the number 416-205-3300, toll free across Ontario, 1-866-997-5799. Natalie, over to you.
And we want to remind you that Easter Seals helps kids with medical conditions like cerebral palsy, spina bifida, muscular dystrophy, and spinal cord injuries. A lot of our Easter Seals families are here with us in the studio today, and they are waiting for your call as much as we are. We want to say thank you to Eleanor Anthonyson, as well as Maria Collins. Thank thank you for calling in. You're going up on our angel board. Over to you, Patricia.
And that's right. For $100 or more, you can be on the angel board. Come on, spread those wings. Show Ontario what we're made of. Show the world what we're made of, because we're also online savvy. Remember to hashtag us, use that @ as well. And look, right below me, right here, easterseals.org for all the information. Maybe you want to know what you're donating to, Kev? Well, guess what? These people aren't confused. That $500 from Bob and Lynn from Welland, Ontario. Wow, that's on a Collier's Pink as well, so that will be doubled. So many more. I don't know what to do with this. I'm just going to make it rain. Rain donations. Rain. Kevin, over to you.
Okay, who had Patricia losing it in the first hour? You've won the pool. You've won the pool. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Mark Kirschenbaum.
Mark.
And Brent.
Brent.
Mike.
Like some of your operators here. Hello, sir. What's your name?
I am Makeup Monster from CBC Kids.
Makeup Monster. Thank you very much for coming out here.
Oh, yeah.
I know that you probably have a very, very busy day.
Oh, very busy. I'm here to help kids be kids.
What was that? Just say the first part, and then let's see if everybody else can say it behind you. So you're here to do what? Hey, everybody listen. You're here to do what?
I'm here to help kids
be kids.
They're getting better.
They're getting a little bit better. By 4 o'clock, we'll have it down.
Absolutely.
All right. So have you talked to some nice people on the phone?
I had some wonderful people on the phone, but I think there's more people out there, and they need to call. Call me now. You know you want to. Give us a call.
So get the kids out there to maybe go get mom and dad.
That's a great idea. I like that. Yeah. Go to your phone and call, and let's help kids.
Okay, all right. It's still a work in progress. All right, thank you very much for being here. Over to you, Pinball.
Thank you, Kevin. Listen, I am so excited today because I don't know if you got a chance to see Sebastian's story. It was a powerful, riveting story. But in his story, Sebastian is nonverbal, and you have given him the ability to communicate, the ability to speak. You have given him a voice through the accessible devices that we support our families with. We just want you to keep dialing the phone. This one came in, Patricia's cousin, Ethan Jaggernaut. Yes, that's Ethan.
Oh, my cousin.
Yeah, so
he's only 4 years old. He's only 4.
Really?
Yeah, he's a baby.
We apparently pledged money on your card.
How much? Ethan, I'm going to have words with you.
Yes.
That's okay. It's going towards kids just like you. I love you. Thank you for that.
All on one card. Yes. That's awesome. Now,
I'm going to buy those shoes now, Mike.
Yes.
What's going to go? I'm kidding. Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
Toronto, to the rest of Ontario, we know that you're out there. A special shout out to the nation's capital, the Ottawa Valley. If you're in Arnprior, Renfrew, Pembroke, Perth, Napanee, now is your time to call. Patricia.
Thank you so much. Oh, Mike, thanks for sharing that as well. And Natalie talked about angels earlier. Guess what? Ethan, my cousin, you're an angel, but all these volunteers here, you guys are angels too. Can we give it up for Colliers? They are here, of course, donating their time. I saw that your mom called as well. Did she give a donation?
Yes, she did.
How much?
$200.
Nice. So we're going to double that, right? Kev, is your mom calling today? Kev?
What?
Kev?
What? I'm awake. I'm up. Holy cow. How many? Are we almost done? Are we almost done? All right, okay. You know what? We are here for you, but you have to be here for us because we're all here for the kids. Please give the numbers a call right now on your screen. Let's go over to Diane once again. Diane.
Thank you, Kevin. We are here at the Colliers International Angel Board, and boy, oh boy, it is filling up very fast. We have Kathy Starr, Orangeville, $100. Pauline Muscat, Toronto, $100. Michelle Collier, North York, $150. Elizabeth Leslie of Toronto, $200. Joanna Cipriani, Toronto, $100. Oh my goodness. Jody Arnaldi, Toronto, $250. This is crazy. Thank you guys so much. My board is filling up quickly. Please, if you want to make a donation to the Angel Board, $100 donation or more. I would love to throw it over to my friend, Kevin Frankish.
What? Okay, you know what? I'm just saying. I just had a chance to say hi to these folks from Sobeys. Sobeys is here every year with their paper eggs, and we couldn't be more thrilled at all to have you back here again. Keith Bertelli, Director of Operations, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
All right, and I'm very good, thank you. Deneth Kadawala from Mount Pleasant Store.
Good morning, how are you doing?
Good morning, and Corey Wang, who is over here. Okay, all right. Corey Wang, which store are you managing?
From Young and Beloyal.
Young and Bull Oil, and we have Peter Christopoulos managing
St. Clair.
up at St. Clair. All right, so we got some Midtown stores here right now, and we want to thank everybody who went to Sobeys, who took time to fill out one of those paper eggs that line the store.
Yeah, we're incredibly excited to be here. Basically, back in mid-March, we started the Paper Egg campaign across Ontario, which includes Foodland, Freshco, and Sobeys stores. And we basically encourage our customers to purchase the paper eggs at the registers, and we display them in our stores. And it brings awareness, right, to the great cause that Easter Seals is all about, right?
It does, because we know that Sobeys is so good at helping the community, whether it's Easter Seals, whether it's the food bank, whatever, you know your customers come through. So now, here's what Czech presenters need to know throughout the day today. You're the first one to show people. When you hear this, hear the drums?
Yeah.
All right, you turn over the check. And it is for?
$295,178.
Yes! It's amazing. It's amazing what a few paper eggs can do.
Exactly. You know, it's a little goes a long way, and thank you to all the customers, our employees as well, who really supported it. We really get behind it. We get competitive between the stores to see who raises the most. It's a really fun campaign, and we support it every single year. So
thank you so much, and I'm sure this isn't the last we've heard of Sobeys today. All right, let's go over to you, Diane.
Thank you so much, Kevin. We are back at the Colliers International Angel Board, and oh my goodness, guys, I'm so excited. We have Dawson and Liam Kelly of Hampton, $1,000. Heather Milne, Toronto, $100. Allison Morris of Woodstock, $100. Look at this one, Doug Ward, Toronto, $1,500. Thank you guys so much. Keep calling, keep the calls coming in. Now we have coming up a performance by the cast of Come From Away. Brent, over to you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Diane. Every year, 2 children are chosen to be Provincial Easter Seals ambassadors. They represent the thousands of children with physical disabilities across the province. Joining me are the 2018 Provincial ambassadors, Sydney Weaver, Alex Cornetta. Hello.
Hi. Good morning.
Good to have you both with us. Now, Sydney, you were born with spastic diplegic cerebral palsy. How does that affect you?
For me, it means that I have the inability to walk, so I use a wheelchair instead. And it also causes muscle spasms in my legs, so I just get shakes and stuff. But other than that, it really affects my balance.
Okay, but it hasn't affected your love of animals one bit. How important are horses to you in your life?
Horses are extremely important in my life. Being able to go to the barn, they don't recognize my disability. So just to be able to go to the barn and being able to jog them, because they are standardbred racehorses, so I can work with them and get out of my chair and do something different.
Right, and Easter Seals kids can do anything. That's a great, great message today. So for you, Alex, you were born with cerebral palsy. How does that affect you?
For me, cerebral palsy affects my balance, my walking, and I need assistance to get from A to B. But that does not stop me. I still run around with my friends, play sports, I go sailing, I did horseback riding. My disability does not stop me at all.
And both Alex and Sydney are big fans of the Easter Seals camps as well. We were just talking about what the summer is going to hold for them. Alex, how important is it for you to be an ambassador?
For me, being an Easter Seals ambassador is an opportunity to educate others about people with physical disabilities, so that people don't just stare at us and say, oh. People always stare, and I don't like that. For me, being an Easter Seals ambassador makes me want to educate others about people with disabilities and how we can improve on their lives.
Today, you're doing a great job, and it's terrific to meet you. You get to meet a lot of people as ambassadors. You both met the Prime Minister of Canada. Alex, what are your thoughts on JT?
Meeting the Prime Minister for me was inspiring. Having someone so young lead a country is just awesome. I would love to be in his place. Justin actually told me not too long ago when he was with us during the meeting, Alex, keep working on your leadership skills. And I will always hold that dear to me.
I would vote for you in a second, Alex. Sydney, what did you think of Justin?
It was a true honor to be able to meet someone in that prestige and that power position. And the fact that he took the time to meet the two of us was truly incredible, and it is an experience that I will treasure forever.
And how soon before you vote, Sydney?
Only a few months. I turn 18 May 21st.
Wow.
So in the upcoming election, I will be one of your newest voters.
This is Alex and Sydney. Alex, you'll be voting. Sydney will be voting in a year, but you know what? These kids are already changing the world. Thank you to both of you. Great to see you, and congratulations on being ambassadors.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, please watch this.
Okay, ready? I'm going to throw it to you. Oh, great catch! Being able to be myself and find independence.
Having new experiences.
Independence.
It means freedom.
A place where no one stares.
Freedom. Awesome! Lots of fun.
The swing.
Annual Rogers Conn Smythe Sports Celebrity Dinner and Auction was held in February at the Fairmont Royal York Hotel. And joining me now is Canadian figure skating great Elizabeth Manley. It is so cool for me to get to chat with her here today. You have to tell us, you were part of this dinner. What was it like to be a part of it? And I understand you got to do a special interview.
Well, the dinner's amazing. Not only does it bring, some major celebrities in the sports world together, but it's an event that supporters and contributors and everything towards Easter Seals gets together in one beautiful, magnificent night, and it's just a great evening. And for me, I got to sit beside Sydney, who you all just got to hear. Amazing ambassador for Easter Seals. And unfortunately, Sydney got a concussion about 2 nights before the dinner, so I got to read her speech, which was a proud moment for me to be able to do that. And she's just an amazing, both her and Alex were just amazing to sit with at that dinner and get to know their stories. And I do want to share that Sydney has a love for horses, and she just had a colt born, which she probably didn't tell the world, but she's very excited about the colt.
Well, I'm excited to find out what you brought for us today because she has a big check. We have to see what number's on there. Reveal it for us, Elizabeth Mann.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Conn Smythe Sports Celebrity Awards dinner, $350,000 was raised.
That is absolutely huge. Thank you so much for bringing this here today to us. Brent, I'll throw it back to you.
Wow, $350,000. That's terrific. Ladies and gentlemen, James Favron is a folk singer-songwriter from Dunnville. His self-produced album, Up on the Mountain, introduced him to radio and TV and stage across the province. He's now working on his second record. And joining us today to sing Love in Its Place, please welcome James Favron.
Rainy Sunday morning at a coffee shop in town. You find a way to smile, 'cause it doesn't pay to frown. You said, can I take your order? I'm sorry for the wait. I said, take your time, I'm doing fine. It's such a lovely day, 'cause we're all in this together. We all need a little love. Take a moment to be a friend. We've all been through quite enough. We're all in this together. We all need a little grace. Work together to fight the hate and put love back in its place. When it was over, you went home to see your child, just in time to say goodnight and make a joke to see him smile. You cleaned the kitchen and need a cold meal on your own. You never thought you'd be the one to have to raise him all alone. 'Cause we're all in this together, we all need a little love. Take a moment to be a friend, we've all been through quite enough. We're all in this together, we all need a little grace. Work together to fight the hate and put love back in its place. Whoa, oh, oh. 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 'Cause we're all in this together, we all need a little love. Take a moment to be a friend, we've all been through quite enough. We're all in this together, we all need a little grace. Work together to fight the hate and put love back in its place. Whoa, oh, oh.
James Favron, ladies and gentlemen, that sounded great.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, appropriate message for this day?
Yeah, I think so. I think love is a very important thing. It's something we all have to give, and we all need to get it. So.
And we're all in the looking after kids together,
Yeah.
so it's all part of the message.
Yeah.
And why was it important for you to be here today, James?
I think doing anything that we can to support each other is important. And when I was invited to be out here, I couldn't say no at all.
Well, the song was terrific. And what's next for you?
I'm working on a record right now, so hopefully by the end of the year I'll have some new stuff out. Just writing and getting creative.
Well, I hope you have a great summer, and thanks for coming in for Easter Seals Kids and for sharing your music with us. James Favron, ladies and gentlemen. Now take a look at this.
For more than 90 years, Easter Seals has played an important role in providing support for children and youth with physical disabilities. We offer programs that allow kids to experience freedom, independence, and even live out their dreams. Since 2005, more than 4,000 individuals in 14 cities across Canada have challenged themselves to go from everyday person to everyday hero in the Easter Seals Drop Zone.
An everyday hero is the kind of person who looks around and says, how can I be of service? People are rappelling down buildings to raise money and awareness. What could be cooler than that?
People don't want to rappel off a building. They're afraid to do it. And so the message we're trying to get out is, are you willing to do something that you're afraid to do or you don't want to do to help someone else? We're thrilled that tenants like Click would put together a team to help in the fundraising and help in the event. And today's event will raise well over $200,000 for the day, but it's all for the right cause.
For some, it's a dream come true. For others, it's a symbol of courage to overcome an insurmountable obstacle. The same courage people with physical disabilities face every day. People like Michelle Amory.
I think people who support this year after year, and sometimes the amount of money that comes in, and just because I wear a mask and a Batwoman shirt and take my Batmobile over the edge, everybody's a hero when they make that possible. And when they make something as wonderful as giving a child the opportunity to experience something as simple as camp, we're all heroes when we can come together and work as a team to make sure that that happens. And so as long as this building is standing, I will keep rappelling because it's just a fantastic win-win experience.
Together, with your support, we can help kids with physical disabilities get back to being kids. Become an everyday hero and sign up for a Drop Zone event near you.
Oh, it turns my stomach just looking at it. Well, every year, Easter Seal supporters, they have the opportunity to rappel down the side of a downtown office tower at the Drop Zone event. And joining me now to talk about this year's Toronto event are Tony Lalonde from Scotia Wealth Management and Kim Whaley from Well Partners. Tony, first of all, tell us just how the funds are raised for this event.
Well, it's a day that people, or everyday people, can get out of their comfort zone, rappel off the side of a building, as you saw in the video. Funds are raised by the people that are doing the rappelling. So we reach out to our communities, we reach out to our friends, our families, people that we work with, and they support the event through our participation.
Kim, you have to tell me, what is it like to do that, to rappel down the side of a downtown building?
It's heart-jolting. Tony tricked me into it, and a few days before we rappelled, I actually realized what I had committed to. And there was a training session, and the next day I was at a mediation on the 32nd floor of a building, and I looked down, I went, no, I can't do this. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
And boy, is it worth it, because these two have brought us a big fat check today. Can you please show us what you brought?
$208,000 from the Drop Zone.
Kim and Tony, thank you so much for being here today. We'll throw it back to you, Brent.
Wow, those six-figure checks are just piling up. That's great. Easter Seal Summer Camp is a place where there are no barriers, where every kid can do everything. Haley loves to feel the freedom of leaving her wheelchair on shore and taking a boat out on the lake at Camp Marywood. Here's her story.
Why do you love tipping? Everybody else, that would be the last thing they'd like to do. Because it's complete freedom, and you just get rid of everything that's inside you, and it's just like, I'm free now. I'm not in this wheelchair. Freedom! I don't think about my wheelchair here at camp. It's like, when is the next time I'm gonna fly into that lake and just have complete freedom? Through coming here, you learn to trust. You learn that there is other people that understand you. There is a way. If there's a will, there's a way to do something. It's not unnormal here to see me do what you just did, tip a kayak. And normally you would say, oh my gosh, but they have a physical disability. How is that possible? They make it possible here. There's no such word as can't. I don't think they even have heard that word here. Going away to camp for kids can be intimidating. It can be a scary place to go. What would you say to the kids that know about Marywood but just aren't sure they want to come here?
Give it a try. Give it a try. You're losing out if you don't. I feel like I'm at home away from home. This place gives me complete freedom and independence, and I wouldn't know how to do half the things that I do if it wasn't for this place. You walk onto the property and it's like, okay, freedom, no barriers. I have CP, but CP doesn't have me. Mom and Dad, I miss you, but I don't want to see you anytime soon.
Just like Haley, Graham Baskin is an Easter Seals camper. He joins us now with his mom, Colleen, and his dad, Terry. So, Graham, can you tell me, how did it feel the very first time you went to camp? And after that, how did you feel after being there for a few days settling in? How did you feel?
The first time I went to camp, I was really nervous because it's a brand new experience. And I was scared sleeping in a bed that wasn't my own. Also, luckily, after a few days, the camp counselors were very nice, and I found my way around the camp, and I really got used to the camp feel.
That's awesome. Now, I have a 15-year-old daughter who's 15 as you, and she loves the water, she loves swimming, she loves going to camp. Can you tell me, Graham, what do you look forward to the most when you're at camp?
My favorite activity at camp is I really like swimming and archery. I also really enjoy the food that they serve at camp, and the freedom of just being able to go and do whatever I want, whenever.
That's awesome. Now, Colleen, as a parent, what does it mean to you to have fully accessible camp for Graham to attend?
Well, I think camp is so important for every child, just because you get out there, you're out of your comfort zone, and you're getting the confidence to become your own person. And because this camp is barrier-free, Graham can participate. That's the obvious part. I think what people don't realize about what camp provides to people is that if you and I are able-bodied, so we can just go out and do things. We don't have to think about it when we want to go out. Camp provides so many options for these kids, and they can choose when they get up in the morning what they want to do. Maybe they want to go fishing, maybe they want to do a high ropes course. They have options, and for Graham, it's freedom. It's freedom to know that whatever he does, he's able to do it, and it's something that is for him, so he can be spontaneous. And there's not really anywhere else in his life where he can be, and it's such a just an affirming experience for him.
That's beautiful. Now, Terry, as a dad, how is it for you when you have your son Graham come home and he's been at camp for 10 days? How is it for you seeing, what are the changes that you see in him?
First thing we see is he's really tired, because camp's a lot of fun and it wears him out a little bit. But at the same time as being tired, he's also really energized because he's done new things at camp, and he comes home with that energy and enthusiasm. And he mentioned archery, and he came home and said, I really like archery. Can we find a way to do some archery? So he brings some of that camp energy and those activities home with him. And I think that the lack of barriers at camp really extends into the rest of the lives for these kids, where now conversations, when he sees something he wants to do, it's not about can I do that, it's about how can I do that. And he gets more involved in things and really participates in a lot more things in his life away from camp, I think, because of the confidence he gets while he's at camp.
Beautiful. You're a beautiful family. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And over to you, my friend Kevin Frankish.
All right, thank you very much. I'm actually live right now on Twitter, on Periscope. So I want all my followers to spread the message. Hashtag Easter Seals Telethon. Let's get going. All right, come on up here. We're live on CBC right now. You can watch us on the CBC app. So we can do all this online. In fact, you can donate online as well. But we want to make the phones ring. And this is how we're going to make them ring. Daniel is back right now from Colliers International, Daniel Holmes. And we're going to do the corporate match. So what does that mean?
Any amount of money you donate, Colliers will match it.
Up to $15,000 right now. So we have 5 minutes on the clock. Start making the phones ring. 3, 2, 1, now. $100 becomes $200 right now. $400 becomes
$800.
Just like that. All right, Mike, get us going.
We're excited. Ring those phones, 416-205-3300, right here in Toronto, across Ontario, from Ottawa to Windsor, 866-997-5799. You ring the phone, my light board lights up, and we double dollars. Natalie, over to you.
And we want to remind you that last year, nearly half of the families who requested assistance from Easter Seals had an annual household income of $45,000 or less. And that's when mobility equipment costs thousands and thousands of dollars. And that is why every dollar that you so generously donate makes a huge difference in the lives of Easter Seals kids. Thank you to Emily Moody, $35. That doubles. Eileen Gallagher, 50 doubles. It's what we love to hear. Patricia?
And that's what you're doing here today. We're doubling money with Colliers, but you're earning your angel wings if you donate $100 or more. You met Diane Clemens earlier today, right? The lovely wife of Mike Clemens, Pinball Clemens here in Toronto, as you guys probably know him well. She's our angel today over at the board. Mike's our angel. Glad to have him back. And also, Alexia is our angel today from Toronto, Ontario. That's $50. We're going to double that, $20 from another Jason Kruger from the T.O, or the 6, as the kids like to call it these days, right? I'm one of those kids. Wink, wink. And as you can see here, Jonathan as well from Toronto, another 20, so that becomes $40. Just like that. And it's so easy. See the numbers. Literally, right here. 416-205-3300. Then all these phones will ring once you call, right, Kev?
That is correct. Okay, like I say, we're live on Twitter right now. Daniel, who have you got?
I got Scott Addison for $1,000 and Peter Garrigan for $250.
So right there, we made not $1,000, we made
2,500.
And not just 250.
500.
There we go. All right, and look at the phones right now. The phones are starting to get busy. Let me see, are there any phones that are available? Look, there's a phone right here. Make it ring. It's number 18 in the line. It's number 18 in the line. Here we have a donation over here. I see a $20 donation being written down right now. Now, these are your phone calls. This is you. We're going to try this again, guys. Are you ready? This is you helping kids. There, we're getting better.
Getting better, Kevin. And what's your name? Gigi. Isn't that a bit Gigi? And we love the way you say it. 416-205-3300, and you can talk to Gigi. Oh, I love it. Gigi, you can talk to her now, but why? Because she's volunteering and her phone is not ringing. You can ring it now. Natalie, over to you. Oh, before we go, Natalie, we're gonna do this together. Here we go.
We have.
So here we have John Frederick. Oh my goodness, $5,000.
Oh,
5,000
my
now
goodness.
becomes $10,000. John Frederickson
What happened? I got
Right here. Take a look.
It's $5,000. So, and we also want to thank Tim Rohal, Tim of Mississauga. Thank you so much. $250. $250 becomes $500. Any amount helps.
I just love that Colliers is doubling all of these donations. My goodness, the dollar signs just keep coming. If you're in Toronto, 416-205-3300. If you're in the rest of Ontario, 1-866-997-5799.
You're pretty good at that.
Rolls right off the tongue. Oh, look at this. We have another one. Thank you so much from Andrew Burke. $25 doubles just like that. It's $50. Thank you. In memory of Roger Abbott. Well, thank you so much, Andrew. That is lovely. Over to you, Patricia.
Very lovely, and indeed an angel, absolutely. Remember, we are here until 4 p.m. and we're just getting started, and we're so socially savvy, so spread the word, tell all your friends what we're doing here in Toronto and across the province, like this. Like Collier's doubling money. Check this out, $250. That becomes $500 because of Collier, Kevin. We're talking from Andrew Young from Pochenich, Ontario. Peter Verms from Oakville, Ontario. That's $50, so we'll double that from you. And another $50 from Brenda. And I gotta tell you, all of our Collier International employees here and volunteers, the phones are ringing. Kev, we're going crazy. It's all about making kids be kids and helping kids be kids. Over to you.
Okay, so I'm looking at, I'm sorry, I'm doing double duty here. I'm shooting on Twitter. But you know what? We got 15 seconds, 14 seconds left, and we have only how many phones are available right now? Let's make them all ring. 17 phones. Believe me, there are 17 people in Ontario right now, somewhere. Whether you're in Toronto, whether you're in Smiths Falls, whether you're in Ottawa, whether you are in Nepean, it doesn't matter. Make those phones ring and help kids. Oh yeah, I love it, love it. Let's go over to Mike.
All right, Kevin, what's your name?
Erin.
Erin is here today, and she's volunteering, and she wants so much to talk to you. 416-205-3300 in Toronto, across Ontario, 1-866-997-5799. And we want to thank you so much. What's happening? Oh, you good? You good? Okay. So, can you tell them why you're here today?
I'm here to help raise money for Easter Seals, Ontario.
And how do we raise money?
We raise money by calling us so we can take your money.
We raise money by calling us. You have to call us. Natalie, would you please tell them to call us?
You heard the man. Call us. We want to hear from you. I have actually so many in my hand right now that I don't even know if I can get through them all, but I'm going to try. Yvonne Williamson from Fergus, Sheila Nowick from Oshawa, Susan O'Neill from Scarborough, Brenda Ushamaru from Cambridge, and Elizabeth Curley from Milton. Thank you so much. Patricia, you've got a stack too.
My heart is racing right now. Mikey, want to help me read this big one?
Okay.
Together, ready?
Oh my goodness.
Let's do the dollar amount first. Ready?
Yes. $1,000.
Okay, let's not forget the angel, though.
Okay, yes.
So, go ahead, say the name.
Okay.
It's not there.
Yeah, okay.
Where's the name? Oh, it's a company. Moss Led Inc. from Toronto. Moss Led.
Woo! You have us dancing. You have us celebrate. I also want to say a thank you to Heather Hunter.
Are you kidding? Hold on. Wayne, our director, just came in my ear and said, it's his son. That's their company.
Oh,
Rob
my
is
goodness.
here today. Where is Rob? Where is Rob? Rob, if you're here, come on out. We want to show you. Okay, he likes being behind the camera. But again, the other son. It's the other son. Oh, the family's so big. I met them on vacation. That's why I'm here today. It's like a vacation. It's so fun here.
It is. It's tremendous.
We want to send kids to a quote-unquote vacation, summer camp.
And if you're feeling a little cool today, this is a great way to have a vacation by helping kids be kids. Exactly.
Oh, I love you, Mike.
Right. Love you back.
Kev, we love you too. Over to you.
You know what? And Wayne does. He donates his time every year for the Easter Seals Telethon, and he and his wife Donna had just donated $250 as well. Thank you. You know what? It's really not that difficult to be a director. It really isn't. Anybody can do it. Watch this. Watch this. Okay, and take 4. Take 4. Okay, take 3. All right, dissolve to 4. Dissolve to 4. Okay, star wipe with a star with a star wipe. Can you do a star wipe from 4 to 3? Just say star wipe 4 to 3. That wasn't a star. You see, that's the thing with a. In fact, you know what? Watch this. Watch this. All right, take 2. Take 2. All right, take 1. Hello, pretty lady.
Hello, handsome.
How are you?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Look at here's the star wipe. You found the star wipe.
Oh.
Because you know what? You're here, right?
Hey.
Look at this. Watch the star wipe. Ooh, star wipe. We want to thank our crew. We want to thank CBC. We want to thank all of our volunteers here as well. Big round of applause for everybody who's working the telethon. What? Okay. What was that? What was that, Wayne? He's in my ear. He's saying, "Throw to Diane."
Okay. Hey.
Over to you, Diane.
Oh my goodness, thank you, Kevin. We are here at the Colliers International Angel Board, and boy, oh boy, it is filling up fast. We have Jeffrey Moss of Toronto, $500. I believe he's related to Wayne. Shelley Albertine, Oakville, $200. Alex Wachowski, $100 of Toronto. Julie Michaels, Brampton, $100. Stephanie Manzlik, Oshawa, Oshawa's in the house, $100. Donald Beatty, Toronto, $100. Bill Pitt, oh my gosh, is that Brad Pitt's brother? Markham, $250. Anne-Marie Sabello Jones, $100 of Toronto. Jane Hollisworth, $100. Mississauga, yes, Mississauga, we need more of you. Gerald Lynch, Toronto, $100. Thank you so much. Remember, $100 donation for the Angel Board. Kevin, over to you, my friend.
Thank you so much, Diane. All right. John Arnoldi here is Executive Managing Director for Eastern Canada for Colliers International. You guys come out every year, and I want to thank you for that.
It's our pleasure, Kevin. It's a great team-building opportunity for us, and we get put our folks to work to help a great cause. It's great.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the volunteers that we have here from Colliers International. They all help raise some money we're about to talk about.
That's right, yeah. And through our matching that Dan talked about, we have a check for you today.
We have a check today. I like that. I'd like to hear those drums too. Let's do it. Let's turn it around.
So our corporate donation from Colliers of $15,000.
$15,000. Thank you to Colliers International, and come back next year.
We will. It's a real pleasure to be here again, and it's a great cause, and our folks really enjoy it. So great hour for us.
And thank you, everybody. Okay, back to you, Diane.
Kevin, okay, we have Eleanor and Tennyson, King City, $100. We have Maria Collins Berry, $250. Laura LaCava, Brampton, $100. Bob and Lynn Nadell, Wayland, $500. Becky Mueller, Kitchener, $100. Linda Ward, Toronto, $100. Marcel of Port McNichol, $100. Oh my goodness. We have Nadira Roy, $150. Colin Mather Keswick, $100. Patricia Costa Maple, $100. We have Joe McKean Mississauga, yes, keep calling Mississauga, $100. David McKean Ottawa, $200. Thank you so much, guys. Kevin, over to you.
All right, thank you very much. Now, something magical is about to happen over our heads, I think. I think so. Stand by for that. You have a few more donations. Oh, you want to go to right now, Wayne?
Let's go to it.
All right, watch what happens.
We said it was easy to be a director.
Yeah, it is.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Show us the total so far. $1 million mark, $581,400. $410.
Wow, Kevin.
You know what I want to emphasize there? I want to emphasize the 10 at $410. Somebody gave us $10. That adds to the total.
It does. And so much more right here. Can I read these, Wayne?
Read a couple.
Yeah,
Read a couple.
that's okay. Quickly. $250 on the pink. That means Collier's going to double that. From
Keep going.
Seaforth, Jerry. Of course, we
You're
got
watching
Debbie.
Easter Seals
$50.
Telethon.
Okay, from Pickering. That's how you do it. Double that money. $20 from Ethan.